Hi, me again. Is lockdown boredom kicking in for you yet? Well, don't worry, I've got a few suggestions of what you can watch this week to keep you amused. And best thing is, no TV licence is required to watch any of this stuff. Before we get started, I just wanted to borrow a couple of seconds of your time because people keep asking me if I've got Patreon or all this subscription stuff, and I don't. And I don't want it either. I think it'd be a bit shit of me having a channel that's trying to help people save money and then asking you to give me some money. I don't want your money, you keep it. I do this channel because I like doing it. It's good fun for me to do, and hopefully you have a bit of fun watching some of my videos. So if you do want to show your appreciation, just hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything. Hit the like button on the videos and leave comments, and that way YouTube will think I'm really popular and more people will get to see my videos, and that will make me happy. Right, on to the first suggestion for the week. Mail Order Wife documentary on YouTube. I love stuff like this. I really, really do. I think maybe it's because I met my missus abroad. She's not a mail order bride. I was singing karaoke on the Costa del Sol. But, you know, it kind of rings home a little bit. But this is a story of a whole bunch of American guys who go to Ukraine on a romance tour. And basically they get bussed about to all these big parties, jam-packed with Ukrainian women, some of them quite pretty, most of them not so much, and it's just a guy's journey. Some of them get a bit thirsty and a bit desperate for these women, some of them are a bit like, bugger off, and it's just quite an interesting watch really. And yeah, I mean, would you have a mail order bride if you're single? Would you go to Ukraine? Let me know in the comments below. I can get you a discount on a romance tour. Our Turkish Toyboys on YouTube. Now, I apologise, the quality's a bit crap on this find. It's an old Channel 5 documentary. I couldn't seem to find it anywhere else, and I wanted you to watch it, so this is the best I could do for you. Now, it's so funny, it's really hilarious. It's the story of these two rough old northern birds who travel to Turkey a couple of times a year to get their stuff smashed in by these young Turkish lads. And they go as a family, and it's a little bit odd, but it's very, very funny. Honestly, it's such a good watch, I recommend it. If you've got 40 minutes to kill, stick it on. You will laugh, I promise. Operation Odessa over on Netflix. Now, I found this in the movies section. It's not really a movie, it's just a feature-length documentary. There's no actors or anything in it. And it's a brilliant story. Really sucked me in. I've watched it a couple of times now, and I'll watch it a couple of times more. Let me read you the blurb from Netflix. A Russian mobster, a Cuban spy, and a smooth operator from Miami schemed to sell a Soviet submarine to a Colombian drug cartel for $35 million. Does that not sound good to you? It sounds bloody brilliant to me. And the main guy in it is this big crazy Russian guy who lives in Miami, and they're trying to buy from the USSR a bloody submarine to take to the Colombians so they can import their drugs into America from it. And it's just the story of it. It's such a good story. It's really watchable. It's quite funny and it's just really entertaining. Give it a go. I think you'll like it. Old People's Home for 4-year-olds over on All 4. When I first saw this advertised, I thought, that's going to be crap, isn't it? Sending a load of gobby little pre-primary school kids into an old folks home. How wrong I was. You know what it's like sometimes in the old folks homes, they get a bit depressed and they're not moving about as much as they should. Sending in these kids changed everything. They were sort of against it, some of them were in the start, and then they realised that it's just going to completely change their lives, and it did. It was magical and it was heartwarming and it was just such a wonderful show. It was on Channel 4 a few years ago, though I found it on All 4 because I watched it back then. I liked it. I thought it might be something you'd like to watch if you just want a nice bit of heartwarming telly just to make yourself feel a bit better. The Man Who Ate His Lover over on All 4. Now, if magical and heartwarming isn't your thing, maybe this will be. This is the story of that German guy who advertised on the internet for someone who might like to be eaten. And with the wonders of the internet, there's always someone that's got the same passion as yourself, and he found someone who wanted to be eaten. So they met up, and yeah, it happened as you think. Although some weird bits gone in there. I mean, they cut the bloke's cock off, frankly, and tried to feed it to him, but it didn't work out. It was a bit chewy, apparently. So then he fried it with some garlic and that, but then he burnt it, so he had to feed it to his dog. So I don't want to give you too many spoilers. Watch the show. It's not as gory as I'm making it sound. You don't really see anything like that. It's just an amazing story that something like this would happen, and a bit odd. All goes on in Germany, doesn't it? Des over on ITV Hub. Des was on the telly a couple of months ago, but if you didn't have a TV licence, it's possible you didn't watch it while it was on. Now it's on ITV Hub, and you can watch it. Basically, it's the serialised story for the serial killer Dennis Nilsen, who was known in London as the Gay Slayer. And he's played by old Doctor Who, David Tennant. And he does such a cracking job. What a brilliant actor David Tennant is. Didn't you think? And he even looked like him a bit, which was weird. But I thought this was a fantastic show. It's 3 parts, each one about an hour long. And it's well worth watching. So if you haven't seen it, jump over to ITV Hub and go watch it. Don't go now. Watch the rest of this video first. And then you can go over to ITV Hub. Carry On films on ITV Hub. Yeah, if you go on ITV Hub and you hit the film section, you're going to find a few Carry On films on there at the moment. And who doesn't bloody love a Carry On film? Everything that was great about Britain is in the Carry On films, and they couldn't be made again today, could they? A bit politically incorrect. But let's see what we've got on there. So we've got Carry On Doctor, Carry On Dick, Carry On Don't Lose Your Head. Now, some of these have only got a week to 2 weeks left on there, so if you want to watch them, get round to watching them quick before they disappear from ITV Hub and you have to find another way to watch them. What's your favourite Carry On film? Leave me a comment below letting me know. Mine, I think, I'm going to go Carry On Camping, because that was just like the classic, wasn't it, with Barbara Windsor getting her norks out again. Good old Babs. Harry's Garage on YouTube. Yeah, this is a YouTube channel by a bloke called Harry, funnily enough. Now, Harry's got a few quid, and he's got an amazing car collection. He's got some classic Ferraris, classic Lamborghinis, lots of other classics. But he's not some poncy YouTuber giving it the big I am. He's just a normal bloke that you and I might actually know. You know, he's just a normal bloke. But he doesn't muck about. He uses his vehicles. They don't just sit there. He goes and has adventures with vehicles. So this guy's got such a huge passion for his cars and such a huge knowledge of cars, it just kind of sucks you in. He's just a really good guy. And he does some amazing adventures. I mean, he drove down to the Sahara in his 80s Ferrari Testarossa. He bought a Lotus Esprit, like the Bond one, and went on a bit of a Bond skiing journey with it around the Alps. Brilliant. If you like cars and you like normal down-to-earth people, you're going to love Harry's Garage. So pop over and take a look. I'll put a link below, or just type Harry's Garage into the search box. If you do enjoy some of his videos, leave a comment saying that you found him via me. I don't know him, but hopefully he'll see loads of them comments and he'll go, oh, I'll message ChilliJonCarne, see if he wants a little go in one of me Ferraris. That's not going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. Don't know why I bother. The Irishman on Netflix. Now, this is a Netflix own brand film, but don't worry, because it's not like Tesco own brand baked beans. Netflix has got a few quid and they know what they're doing with it. So this is a film by Martin Scorsese, the legend. And like every other Martin Scorsese film, it's a bit mobby. But they got Robert De Niro, they got Al Pacino, they even got Joe Pesci, who said he'd never make another film again, but they pulled him back in, and he was brilliant in it.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
So it's well worth a watch, this one, if you've not seen it. It's long though, long, 3.5 hours long, in fact. So if you're bored, this should take care of a fair chunk of it. The Highwayman on Netflix. Yeah, this is another Netflix own brand product. And it's a good one, this. It's the story of capturing Bonnie and Clyde. But unlike some of the other Bonnie and Clyde movies, it's not loads of action all through it. This is all story, this. And it's really well made, and it's a good film. Got Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson in it, so you've got some nice pucker actors, so you know it's quality. And it's well worth a watch. A lot of people I've spoken to haven't seen this one, so I thought I'd recommend it, because I enjoyed it. Thought you might. So that's it for my suggestions for this week. Have you watched any of them? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you've got anything good you'd like to recommend to other people, drop it in the comments below and I might put it in next week's video. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, hit the like, all these stuff YouTubers say, and I'll see you in another video again soon. Thanks for watching.